based on a novel by Kevin Kwan. The story follows Rachel Chu that is played by Constance Wu, a Chinese-American professor who traveled to Singapore with her boyfriend Nick Young that is played by Henry Golding. Rachel later discovered that Nick comes from one of the richest family in Singapore. The movie focuses on themes such as wealth, family expectation, cultural identity, and love. The movie was mainly tells the story of Rachel trying to fit into Nick's wealthy family and high-class society. Rachel was raised in America with modern and independent value, while Nick's family practiced traditional Asian value that is focused more on family reputation and social status. Because of these differences, Rachel faced criticism and rejection, especially from Nick's mother, Eleanor Young, that is played by Michelle Yeoh. One important narrative in the film is the issue of wealth and social class. The movie shows luxury lifestyle, expensive house, party, and fashion. However, it also shows that wealth can cause people to judge others unfairly. Rachel is looked down on because she is not from a rich family, even though she is intelligent and kind. Another important theme is cultural identity. Rachel is ethnically Chinese but culturally American. Even though she looks familiar to the people in Singapore, she's still treated like an outsider because of the way she thinks and behaves. This shows how cultural influence identity and belonging. The movie also highlights family expectation. Nick's mother believes family duty is more important than personal happiness. This creates conflict between Rachel's individualistic mindset and Eleanor's traditional values.
That's great. You know, Eleanor can hate you all day long, but she can't be 2,000 years of Chinese filial piety.
The movie clearly shows several intercultural communication concepts. First is the differences between individualism and collectivism. Rachel represents individualism because she believes people should follow their own happiness and make personal choice, while Nick's family represents collectivism because they prioritize family reputation and family responsibility over individual desire.
She cheated on him and became pregnant with another man's child, and before he found out, she ran away to America. It's all in here.
You had no right.
The movie also shows high context and low context communication. Rachel communicates directly because of her American background. However, Eleanor communicates indirectly through hints, facial expression, and emotional tone, which reflect Asian communication style. These differences cause misunderstanding between them. Another concept show is stereotyping and prejudice. Rachel is judged by because people assume American women are selfish and not family oriented. She also experienced culture shock when entering Singapore elite society because everything is different from her normal life in America. In this movie, it also shows egalitarian versus hierarchical culture. Rachel represents an egalitarian culture because she believes everyone should be treated equally regardless of wealth or status. In contrast, Nick's family represents a hierarchical culture because they value family reputation, social status, and authority. The differences create conflict between Rachel and Nick's family. That is why the film teaches that communication between different cultures requires understanding, respect, patience, and empathy.
Not done yet. There's also this gutted, bloody fish that Araminta's friends left for me in my hotel room on my bed next to the words, "Catch this, you gold-digging bitch." We're the big fat serial killer.
From Islamic perspective, the movie contains both positive and negative value. One positive value is respect for family. Islam teaches Muslims to honor and respect parents. Allah said in the Quran, "And your Lord has decreed that you worship none but Him, and to parents good treatment." Surah Al-Isra. Nick's loyalty to his family reflects this Islamic value. The movie also teaches that good character is more important than wealth. Rachel gains respect because of her sincerity and humility, not because of money. This related to the Quranic verse, "Indeed, the most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous of you." Surah Al-Hujurat. However, the movie also contains negative elements from an Islamic perspective. One example is excessive luxury, and showing off. Islamic discourage wastefulness and arrogance. Allah say, indeed, the wasteful are brother of the evil. Surah Al-Isra. The movie also show gossip and judging people based on wealth and social class, which are negative behavior in Islam. In addition, the romantic relationship because before marriage may not fully align with Islamic teachings about halal relationship.
Oh, damn, Nick. It's a party, though. Okay.
In conclusion, I think Crazy Rich Asian is not just romantic comedy film, but also a movie that is discussed culture, family, identity, and social class. The film strongly relates to intercultural communication concepts such as individualism versus collectivism, stereotype, and communication differences between the culture. From an Islamic perspective, the movie teaches positive value like a family responsibility, passion, and good character, but it also contains negative elements such as extravagance and materialism. Overall, the movie reminds us that true value should be based on character and sincerity rather than wealth or social status. That's all from me. Thank you. Bye.